Anyway, y'all. How old are you?
28.
Okay, so do you support Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Doge.
What about it?
Okay, our taxpayer money. You work?
Yeah, this is my job, but what about Doji? Like,
I mean, it's taking from our taxpayer money.
how do you? Okay, so what is taking from your taxpayer? First of all, you have an echo. What's wrong with you? You have a really bad echo.
Okay. Am I
So,
okay?
um, are you playing me from a speaker or something?
I took off my earphones. What's going
Okay.
on?
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah. So what about your taxpayer money? Hold on.
I mean, do you work?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You
Repeat
don't?
that.
Do you work?
I do work. This is my job.
Okay, cool. All right. So our taxpayer money is being spent all over the world. Okay.
That's what your taxes are for, genius. Did you know that?
What do you
Did you
mean?
know
What do you
your
mean?
your taxes are meant to be spent all over the world?
All over the world. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
that's what taxes are for. Do you think taxes are only made to support you and your own self? Like that's not how that works at all. That's never been how that works.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
What
Okay.
at what point in history have taxes are were they only meant to like support domestic issues? At one point. Give me one point.
Look. It never had
I
to
asked you a
be
question. I
that
asked you a
way.
question. Give me a point in history where your taxes were only being used for like domestic shit. Give me one point.
I have no point.
I know you don't, because it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. That's never happened before in history. Your
So we have to
taxes.
support
I'm
the
not done
world.
speaking. I'm not done speaking. Your taxes are meant for like diplomacy, taking care of the government, taking care of the people around you. That's what your taxes are for. You wouldn't be able to live in a country if you didn't get these things. I'm not going to argue with you on whether or not we should like taxes should like go on to things that go outside of the US. You wouldn't have a home or you get fucking carpet bombed every 3 weeks if we didn't have taxes that left the country. Let's like be so for real. Why are you laughing at that?
No, I think it's funny that you like supporting us spending our taxpayer money all over the world. That's why I'm laughing.
That is
okay?
that is what taxes are for, genius.
But that's what we're doing, and you agree with it.
Yes, I agree with keeping
You
the United States
agree
safe.
with that.
Why
You
do
agree
you
with that.
why do you not agree with keeping the United States safe?
Oh, no. I'm talking about the world.
Right. Our taxes going outside of the US aren't to keep
Look.
the world safe. It is to keep
ahead.
us
Sorry.
safe by proxy of the world.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna
Are
lock
you
in?
done? Are you
Am
done?
am I done? What do you mean? We're having a
Yeah,
conversation.
are you done speaking?
Do you not know how like conversations work?
Okay, cool. Okay, so you like spending billions of dollars all around the world. That's cool. Your
what's the
audience
issue with
knows
that?
that right now.
What's the issue with that?
Oh, okay, inflation. How about that?
Right, define inflation.
What do you mean?
What do you mean what I mean? Define inflation.
Do you not know what inflation is? Do you want a definition?
Yeah, that's what I asked you for. I said define. That's what definition means.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. Okay, cool.
Okay, so
Okay,
what is?
so-
Can you're using the word inflation. I'm asking for you to define what you mean by it.
Yeah, you don't know what it is. Okay, cool.
Okay,
All
so
right,
I'm not going to continue the conversation with you if you're not going to answer my question.
I'm answering you.
Okay, so tell me the definition of inflation and how you're using it, please.
Okay, inflation is higher taxes. Okay.
No.
No. It's
Higher
not it.
taxes can be used to like help inflation, but inflation does not equal higher taxes. That's not the definition of inflation, by the way. You don't know what inflation is.
I answered the question. What is it then?
No, you didn't. Are you trolling? Because like you straight up didn't give the
No, I'm
definition of
not
inflation.
trolling.
What
Trust
is
me,
it?
baby.
What is inflation? Can you give me the definition? Instead of
I
telling
just
me what
fucking
happens
answered
when.
you.
No, you didn't, and don't curse at me, please. So, what's the definition of inflation? Actually, lock in.
Did you not listen to me?
You didn't give the definition, baby.
Oh, okay. So you want to know another? Okay. So okay,
No,
cool.
there's one definition of inflation.
Okay,
You
what
didn't
is
give
it then? What is it? What is
Okay,
it?
so you're saying that you don't know what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, good boy. So definition of inflation is when there's too much money chasing too little product. So what does this have to do with like your taxpayer money going overseas?
I'm talking about what's happening with Ukraine.
Okay, so that's not like what about Ukraine?
I mean, why I brought up Ukraine in the first place? That was the beginning argument.
Okay, so
They're
what about
causing us
Ukraine?
inflation. I'm
Okay,
sorry, I'm
so
speaking. I'm
okay,
sorry, I'm
let's
speaking.
actually lock in. Like I was saying before, what is the evidence that like us supporting Ukraine is causing inflation?
I just told you we're sending them so much money.
Money from what? What package?
American taxpayer money. What are you talking about?
I'm asking you what you're talking about. I'm asking you what package you're referring to.
I'm not talking about package. I'm talking about
Packages
what's
packages
happening.
are the things in which the money are sent in. I'm asking you which package you're
So
talking
it's
about.
not happening. That's what you're trying to say. It's not happening.
What are you talking about? No, it's not. It's
American
yeah. Us supporting Ukraine is not. Yeah.
taxpayer.
Anyway, so yeah. That is indeed not happening. Us supporting Ukraine indeed does not cause inflation. There's no evidence for that. Like if that's the case, you would say like the entirety of NATO causes inflation, and no, it doesn't. What are you talking about? You're muted, by the way.
Okay, so what do you think about the Zelensky and Trump meeting?
So this is a pivot. Why? What is the relevance of this?
No, I was just we were talking about Russia right now. So
What is the relevance of this question?
we were talking about Russia and Ukraine.
Right. So what is the relevance of this question? Like we're talking about whether or not these things cause inflation, and now you're asking me what I think about the meeting. What's the relevance?
Okay, okay. So you don't think that it caused inflation? Us
No, there's no evidence
billions
for
of
that.
dollars. I'm sorry, I'm speaking.
Yeah, there's no evidence
Us
for that.
spending. I'm sorry.
There's no
We
evidence for
spend
that.
so many billions of dollars.
We spend billions of dollars all the time.
Yeah. That's what caused inflation. That's what I'm talking about.
No, because there's no money chasing any product.
No. That's your answer.
And also we haven't sent them like I don't know what do you mean by billions? Where have we sent them?
$190 billion.
Are you talking about in weaponry?
No, I'm talking about in general.
Oh, which package was that?
Which package was that? I have no idea.
Right. So then, what are you talking about if you don't know which one you're talking about?
Okay. So we didn't spend $190 billion, right?
On what? Because
Billions.
right. So on what are you talking about? In like weaponry, or like an actual package of like liquid cash?
I just told you. Did you not hear? In general.
Oh, you're talking about the emergency fund.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that money was spent.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's a fund.
Okay, you're okay with it, right?
Yeah.
You're okay with funding a war?
We're not funding a war.
Oh, really? Do you want the war to end?
I would prefer for Russia to not threaten the sovereignty of other countries. Yeah.
What was the person? What was the? Fuck, what was it?
Take your time.
No, I understand. Sorry. What was the? Fuck, I can't even think right now. Okay, so what was the? Fuck, I can't even think about that word. What's going on?
Describe it.
No, I have it right here. Okay, what was the reason for the war?
Russia invaded Ukraine.
Okay, why did they do that?
They wanted to restore the Soviet Union. They feel like the land in Ukraine is theirs, and it's not.
So Ukraine didn't want to join NATO?
Russia's not in NATO.
No, no, that wasn't my question.
You're asking me about two different things. I want to know why.
No. I asked you a question.
Are you asking about like the Budapest Memorandum?
No, I asked you a question. I'm asking you a question. Why did they invade Ukraine?
I just told you.
Why?
I just told you.
Okay, did Ukraine want to join NATO? Yes or no?
Yes, they have been wanting to join NATO.
Yeah, they did. Okay, cool.
They didn't join NATO. They're still not a part of NATO, but they want to join.
They
NATO.
wanted to. They wanted to. Obviously, they're not. Yeah.
Okay, so what's the relevance of this?
That's the whole point of the war. What are you talking about? Julie, go ahead.
Because Ukraine wanted to join NATO?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now what?
Go ahead.
You think Ukraine wanting to have like a protection of their land is like a bad thing?
Yeah. Julie, go ahead.
What are you talking about? That's
Julie, are you deaf? What's going on?
That's my account, genius.
Oh wow. You have two accounts. Okay, cool. Julie,
I could not imagine living like this.
Tashika. Is that your real name? Or what's your real name?
Do you want to go ahead and lock in for me?
All right. Tashika. Okay.
You want to go ahead and lock in?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just told you why. Why did you bring up Ukraine and NATO?
That was the whole point of the war.
Okay,
do you not understand that?
Yeah, but like, what is your argument?
That's why it started.
I don't disagree that that's why it started.
Okay. So Trump is trying to end it, right? Yes or no?
No, he's buddying up with Putin.
No, he's not. Okay, cool.
He unironically.
Okay, so
he refuses.
Okay,
Donald Trump.
great, great.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and mute you. Let's not interrupt me when I speak. But yeah, Donald Trump has like all but abandoned Ukraine in this resistance here against Russia. This is like literally not up for debate. He keeps butting up with Russia. If anything, keeps denying the fact that Russia is the one who began the war in the first place. So we're not even going to argue that. We're not even going to argue that.
All right. Okay, so you don't believe that Ukraine started a war. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's no evidence for that, and they didn't. Are you going to tell me that Ukraine invaded themselves?
Of course not. What type of question is that?
Okay, so then why did you say that? What do you say sentences for no reason?
No. I'm saying they started it because they wanted to join NATO.
Ukraine.
Why don't you?
How did Ukraine invade themselves?
Your brain?
How did Ukraine invade themselves?
I didn't even say that.
You said that Ukraine started the war just so they can join NATO. How did they invade themselves? Because that's how the war began. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
No, you didn't. Because you wouldn't say what you just said if you knew that information. So what are you talking about?
No. Okay.
I have to restart. We've been here for 30 minutes and my live is not sending out at all. Can you fucking lock in?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're wasting my time, and I think you're like inept.
Okay, cool.
Okay, let's go on to the next person. Give it a second, y'all. Only join the guest request if you support Donald Trump. We'll maybe do like 2 or 3 more until we restart. How old are you? All right, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more debates in. Only join the guest request if you voted for Donald Trump. Like what? Sabrina, thank you so much for the $5 cash. I appreciate you. Hi, how old are you?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna restart really quickly because I don't know what this is, but if you guys are here, follow me and just like come back immediately because I don't know why it's like stuck at fucking 600. So I'm gonna restart real quick.